This week we got the personal consumption expenditures report, that's PCE, for May, and it came in as expected this morning. Inflation did rise at its lowest pace since, at least for 6 months, but the core number was down a bit, and that's the number that the Fed really wants to see at 2%. And that's just shelter costs just aren't coming down in these readings, which doesn't match with other real-time data that we're seeing, as far as lower rent and owner's equivalent rent. But consumers are hurting, which is another sign of weakness in the economy that could help bring mortgage rates down. Personal savings are way down, and credit cards are close to maxed out. So with no money and no credit, we are likely to see less consumer spending. And this has also been seen already in lower retail sales as well as weaker durable goods orders. But really everywhere you look, the economy seems to be slowing down. We got sales of existing homes in May, and that fell by 1% from April, which is pretty much what was expected. Median home price hit a record high, but that number can be misleading. Happy to discuss that if it's helpful for you or your clients. Inventory levels aren't really getting any better here in San Diego, but as far as nationwide numbers, it is showing inventories up from last year. Speaking of inventory, housing starts in May did disappoint. Single family starts were down 5% month over month, and year over year was down as well. So there won't be much inventory we can plan on in the future as far as coming from new builds, but home builder sentiment did come in lower based on lower expectations for future sales as well as buyer traffic. Mortgage rates specifically, they ended the week basically the same place they started. That PCE data I talked about earlier didn't really help the market as much as we'd hope with it coming in good, but the bond market did recover throughout the week. Next week's going to be jobs week, so here's what you can expect. We're going to get more insights into the Fed's future plans after we get the Fed minutes. We're also going to get labor data. That's from ADP, the Job Openings Labor Turnover Survey, and the big one, that's that BLS number. And the market's going to be closed on Thursday. It's 4th of July, but we're always available if you've got questions. Have a great weekend and enjoy the holiday. Be safe.